Thank you, Jen. Well, time right now is 9:39. Henry has a preview of a flaming hot performance. Might even be a little dangerous, huh, Henry?
It's called poi, an art form that involves moving weighted objects on the end of a rope, chain, or cord. Now, anybody could move any old object, but these folks are moving fire. Hot times ahead on KRON 4 News Weekend. So, it's called poi, and poi is an art form that involves the swinging of objects. I must admit, I thought I knew most art forms, but I didn't know this one, frankly. They're going to be demonstrating the art of poi coming up on tomorrow, actually, April 29th. And we thought we'd give you a little preview here and sort of try to give you a sense of what this is all about. So to find out, let's check in with Isa Isaacs. And, you know, I would love to come in and interview Isa, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do that. Isa, gee, what are you going to do with those?
Here, Mike, have some poi.
Here, Mike, have some poi. I thought poi was a food that was generally eaten in Hawaii.
It is. The stories that I've heard is that the Polynesian women used to take taro root, wrap it up in banana leaves, and then hit it on the rocks and use it as a mating dance before the men went off to war.
A mating dance by hitting stuff on the rocks?
They would hit the taro roots on the rocks, and then it would make the poi, and then they would feed the poi to the men before the men left.
I see. So is there a connection between that kind of poi and this kind of poi?
I don't know. That's the only story I've heard about it. I don't know.
Okay, so tell me about this kind of poi. What's the origin of this?
This is from the Maori culture in New Zealand originally, but I think it's really been popularized in the last 5 years a lot by Burning Man festivals and things like that, and other music gatherings around the country where people go and they spin fire.
Now, when we talk about poi, you've got the stick.
That's poi, what they're doing, but what he's doing is staff. Staff. And then Shredder was out here a little bit ago doing fire hoop.
Right.
So fire arts have just taken on a whole different
So let's take a look at the poi swinging here. Dean, so he's doing the swinging thing here.
He's an instructor from the East Coast. He came out especially to be in this show that we're doing tomorrow night.
When you teach people how to do this at the Temple of Poi,
we don't teach them with fire first.
Well, I kind of figured that. But how do you start? I mean, you just learn how to do it.
You learn how to do the basic stuff. I mean, our school makes it really accessible for everybody. We've had students from, the age of 9 to 65 at various levels of physical fitness, and we start out just really simply with basic motions, and then we build on it gradually, step by step.
Now, I personally am not very good with hula hoop, and I'm wondering whether is it easier or harder with fire attached?
Well, it adds an extra element for sure. I mean, it definitely has another thing that you have to deal with.
Excuse me. I just want to ask you one question. Doesn't that hurt?
No.
Really? I mean, the flame is getting awfully close. In fact, it's actually touching you at times. Wouldn't that be painful? Obviously. It feels really good. It feels good. Yeah. Okay, so let me tell folks that the Temple of Poi is going to be doing a fire dancing expo at Union Square in San Francisco tomorrow, Sunday, April 29th. It's happening at 7:45 p.m., so it'll be nice. It'll be kind of close to sunset.
Yeah.
And it should be
It'll be a 2-hour show.
Colorful. Yep.
A minute ago, I don't know where she went. She's going to be the hostess. She's a comedian and a student that came in from Chicago just to hostess the show.
Bring a blanket, something to sit on, and join Best of the Bay's Best Dance Studio for their 2nd annual exposition. And it's all part of this fire. It's Dance Month.
National Dance Week, yes.
Yeah, so it's a big deal.
Closing event, closing night.
All over the Bay Area. Thank you very much, guys. You guys were you were hot, man. You were hot. Thank you.
Huh.
Back to you, Marty Misbah.
All right. So glad you didn't try it, Henry.
I thought about it. Not for long.
It figures. Well, coming up on KRON 4 News Weekend, Henry is also going to be back to blow some... He's still going to get that fire anyway. He's going to blow some glass, not grass.
No, glass. There's an element.